Hey, welcome to this radio video, and today we're going to talk about the VOA radiograms. A lot of you out there watched some of my videos showing the decoding of the VOA radiograms, and the first comments I had, a lot of people, first of all, didn't know they existed, and second of all, I had a lot of questions about how do you decode, what software do you use. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the VOA radiograms and how you can decode. The first thing that you need to know is how to hook up your radio to your computer. That's the first thing. I have, I believe, a video online that shows you how to, get a cable and hook it up to your computer. Basically, what you need to do is have a audio cable that will plug into the audio out of your radio. So if you have a portable radio, chances are it's probably the headphone jack where you will pick up the sound from your portable radio. Some portable receivers have a tape out or a line out jack, so you can use that also. It will send audio to your computer. And then you need to, of course, plug it in your sound card on your computer. There's always a microphone jack on your computer, so either line in or microphone jack. If you have a laptop, all laptops have a headphone jack and a microphone jack, so you'll use a microphone jack of that computer. That's the first thing. You need to know how to hook that up. Second of all, the VOA radiograms are made specifically using one software, and that software is FLDG. So this is the software you need to use, and it's available at the address that you see here at the top of my screen, www.w1hkj.com/FLDG.html. You can also Google FLDG, and usually, comes in to the first link. But make sure you're at the W1HKJ website. So FLDG, you click the download for FLDG, and you install this piece of software. It's very important. You click the download page. On that page, you'll see FLDG. You'll see the versions. You have Linux, Windows, Mac OS X. So depending on what you're using, a Mac or a PC or a Linux machine, you have the 3 versions available here. So why not download it? Once you've installed the software, basically here, I'll just take it out. You'll have that little FLDG, and the software looks like this, and you'll have the operation modes and config if you want to configure the sound. And so op mode, here you have all the different modes used in that list. You'll also see at the bottom the waterfall, and the waterfall will react depending on what type of input you have. So if you plug it in and write, you should see that the waterfall will change color and you'll have some kind of audio. Next thing that you'll want to know is go to the VOA Radiogram.net website. So the address is right here, VOA Radiogram.net. Here you'll have the date of the radiograms and what the radiogram will consist of, the modes that are going to be used, and of course you'll have the complete schedule. Usually the page is updated about a day or two before the radiogram. The radiograms are always on weekends, Saturday, Sunday, and usually by Thursday, Friday you have the update. The update will consist of what the program will give you. So it's going to say here, for example, VOA radiogram for the weekend of 7-8 June. This was the weekend that we just passed. It tells you that you'll have program preview, international radio disaster relief with image, flying saucer for future Mars mission, and so on and so on. And the details are going to also tell you what is the mode. So here it says MFSK 32. So you'll have to go, for example, I'll just load FLDG once again. You'll have to go into your FLDG software, click the op mode. It says MFSK, so you'll go into that category, and it says 32. So you'll go to the MFSK 32, and you'll want to, put that waterfall, that section of the waterfall in the good spot there on the signal. So you'll basically see the signal in the waterfall. VOA radiograms are pretty much always centered, if I remember well, around 1500 Hertz. So look at the scale on the bottom of the FLDG. Put the center on 1500 and you should be okay in decoding that software. Now, a lot of the VOA radiograms are sent with different modes. So you'll see every week some modes that are going to be sent. Now, there is a way to actually configure your FLDG software to change mode automatically. But if it doesn't work or you don't know how, you can manually change the mode. So if in a weekend they say, well, we'll use MFSK 32, 64, and so on, what you'll want to do is just follow. Every time the program changes mode, there's always a little line that's going to say, okay, now we're switching to, let's say, MFSK 128. And what you'll do is you'll go into your software and change the operation mode to MFSK 128, and so on. You have this transmission schedule. So here is the transmission schedule for the VOA radiograms. So you have Saturdays 0930 to 10 UTC. That's good for 5745 kilohertz. That's pretty much middle of the night in North America. But transmission is from the Edward R. Murrow transmitting station in North Carolina. So North America, the 0930 should come in, but that's a little early here. It's like 5:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Maybe slight possibility that Europe will get this, but not sure. You have Saturday 16 to 16:30 on 17860. This one is good for, usually good for North America, and should be good for Europe also. So try it out in Europe. That is a good bet here. North America, our best bet usually is the 0230 to 0300 on 5745 kilohertz. This usually gives quite a strong signal in North America. And finally, Sundays 1930 to 2000, 15670 kilohertz. That usually gives in a good signal here in Montreal. Should give a good signal probably in Europe also. So try it out. So that's the schedule. Just fire up your FLDG software and try to tune in to the VOA radiogram. Now, you will need to go to the VOA radiogram.net website. Remember that. If you pick a schedule here, then half an hour before, just go to the page, check what modes are going to be used. When there's only one mode, it will usually give you just a schedule like this one. But if there are many modes, then the schedule will tell you, okay, program preview, MFSK 32, then there's going to be another text with image, for example, in another mode, and so on and so on. So on some VOA radiogram weekends, you will change mode quite often. And on some other weekends, they'll use the same mode all the way through. Of course, these are easier to follow since there's no mode change. So hopefully you'll try it out and get all the information and decode everything, decode the images. It's always fun to decode the VOA radiograms, and this is something that I really enjoy when I have time. Fortunately, weekends are a little hectic here because I have a lot of things to do usually in the weekends, but when I can, I do like decoding these. So just go and download the FLDG software, and you're going to be on your way to the VOA radiograms, and hook up your radio to your laptop or desktop computer. So hope you enjoyed this little video explaining the VOA radiograms, and good luck. And if you decode, why not let us know? So thanks for watching. Bye-bye.